guys, and welcome to another Watch Geek video. Today we're taking a look at the latest Ciga Design watch, and it's called the Z Series Hunter. Now, I've featured numerous Ciga designs on my channel, and the ones that are really epic are the Blue Planet, and they're really incredible. The rest of their lineup, I always call them like a poor man's Richard Mille, and this is the same case with this one. They're incredible to look at, they're incredible if you like the mechanics and to see the intricate dealings of a watch. It's just that this kind of design simply doesn't sing to me. I don't like Richard Mille, and I don't like this type of design, and personally I don't wear these types of watches. However, I have to admit that this one, like I said, if you're into mechanical watches, if you like the intricate dealings of the mechanism and everything, this is an epic watch. They managed to skeletonize even more than they used to. They claim it's like up to 200% more skeletonized than their previous versions. I don't know how they get that number, but truth be told, this is one of those watches where no matter what you do with the crown, no matter what you do, how you operate the watch, you can clearly see everything that's being done. From the winding action, where you not only see the gears winding the mainspring, but you actually see the locking part, stopping it from unwinding, all the way to the front where you can see the keyless work as you're setting the time and pulling the crown out and pushing it back in. So this is an ideal watch to have if you want to show to someone just how a mechanical watch works, and for that they truly deserve respect. I also love the rotor. The rotor is done in an anchor shape, so it really looks cool because you just have one line and then you have part of the rotor like it's hanging from that line. And the fact, another fact that confirms how skeletonized this watch is the fact that they actually had to put their branding on the back of the rotor. So even though you see the rotor from this side as an anchor, like I said, and they also, as you can see, do have this beautiful engraving on it, they had to put their markings or brand markings on the back of this because it's visible when you look at the watch from the front. You can clearly see Ciga Design written here. That's how skeletonized this watch is. So let's take a look at it like this, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna show it to you under macro, but look, you can see that the movement is suspended with these four bridges, and they're pretty much everything that holds anything together, so it's very impressive. As for the watch itself, it's 45.5 millimeters from side to side, so quite large, but it's just 48 point something lug to lug, so even on my small 6.5 inch wrist, it actually looks pretty cool and is wearable. Also, it's rather thin for the type of watch that it is, at just 12 point something, so it really doesn't look too thick. And I do like the bracelet. It's an H-link bracelet, but done really nicely, and as you can see, as you move it around, it kind of like you have like this feeling of breaking the lines. It's very cool, and it does come with a butterfly clasp, which is machined. So everything on this watch is really done really well, including the finishing of the bridges, which naturally, if you're gonna make a skeletonized version of a watch, you want to make sure all the finishing is really good and done to a high level, and this one truly is. They have a satin finish on most of the bridges, and they done it by sanding it with glass pellets, and then you have the chamfers, and all the sides have a polished bevel to them, including the sinking for the jewels. So really impressive, and something you wouldn't really expect at this price point, because this, although the full price is $550 to I believe $580, you can actually get it for 300 something. And I'm gonna leave the link in the description for their Indiegogo campaign, where you can get it for I believe $399 or something like that, which is quite a good price for what you get. And naturally, you do get a sapphire crystal, as you would expect, and being slightly, as you can see, curved, I'm pretty sure this is more expensive than regular flat sapphire crystals. So a rather impressive piece of kit. The movement is, they claim it's their own in-house movement called CD07. It comes with hacking hand winding, so if I pull the crown, it is gonna stop the movement, and also comes with 28,800 BPH, so you do get a smooth seconds hand. And when it comes to legibility, their watches are never extra legible. You don't buy them for that, you buy them to be a conversation starter, and this one truly is a conversation starter. Like, this is one of those watches that when a person that's not into watches sees it and plays with it, they're definitely gonna fall in love with mechanical watches. So there is a place for these watches on the market. It's just not something that I would personally wear. Now, I would like to have one in my collection just for those occasions when I meet with some of the people that know me and that are not into watches, and I want to show them just how complex those micro machines are. I would pull this out and show them and let them play with it. I'm pretty sure they would fall in love. So very cool. Another thing, even though it's not very legible, it is actually quite readable, and one of the most readable Ciga Design watches that I've reviewed so far because of the way they've done the lume. So you only have the lume at 12, 3, 6, and 9, and the tops of these hands. Now, the lume itself is actually surprisingly good. Considering how small the amount of the applied lume is, this thing really glows in the dark, and even during the day, the green color used for those markers and for those hands, as you can see, no matter how you turn the watch, you can always see the hands. Some previous models they had, this area was way too small, and they always use these polished hands that in most cases disappear, like these ones have. Now, if you catch them at the right light, they are gonna shine and everything, but most of the time they're simply like black polished, so they really you do not see them, they blend with the movement. But because the area of lume is slightly larger on this model, it is one of the most legible Ciga Design watches ever. So if you're into these kind of watches, if you like this design, which I don't, or if you're like me, don't like the design but love the intricate workings of a mechanical watch, do check them out, because like I said, this is one of the most skeletonized watches you can buy, and it really is incredibly well finished for the price. So you can really enjoy looking at this under a loupe and trying to figure out what moves what and how things work. So excellent effort from Ciga Design. Like I said, they don't always get the design that I like, but when it comes to these, the display of the inner workings of a mechanical watch, they always nail it, and for that reason, I'm always gonna recommend them. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed and found it useful. If you did, please like and subscribe, and until the next video, bye.